Welcome to this look at a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I'm here on LANDSCAPE Midland. This is a map converted over from FS19 by Dark Freak. It has changed quite a bit. I have to say that it's been expanded on quite a bit since the previous version. 294.74 megabytes download. It's packed with stuff, including a train. Before I start, there's something I do want to say, and this is very important. I was messaged by Kaylee. Now, Kaylee and her mum watch my channel. Kaylee, her mum, and her dad used to watch the channel. Kaylee's father passed away 5 weeks ago, and Kaylee messaged me to say would I be able to give him a shout out. He was my biggest fan, loved watching my channel. His online persona was Sergeant Bilko 1963, but when he started farming, got into the game watching my channel, he changed it to Farmer Bilko 1963, and he said right up until the day before he passed away, he watched everything I made. He made a point of the day before watching my videos. So huge shout out to Farmer Bilko 1963, and thank you to Kaylee. I know her and her mum will be watching. They still carry on watching because I feel they're still with him when they do. So thank you so much for the message, Kaylee, and a massive shout out to your dad. Our condolences, my condolences go out to you and your family. So moving on from there, the map itself then. Let's have a look, shall we? This is what the map looks like. Now, the previous version of the map ended along this here. Now, I think the train line ran north to south, but you couldn't access it, if I recall correctly. And you had this section here from about here down to here. Just that little chunk there was on. So all of this is all new. All added onto the map. All those fields, everything is new. As far as field prices go, and what do we start with? On New Farmer, which I'm on, we start with fields 1, 2, 3, and 9. Field prices vary. You've got small fields, which aren't too expensive, up to, I say huge fields, they're not huge fields, but the prices do ramp up. If we go for something like, say, field 11 there, 33,000. There are some small ones, I think, knocking around, then some sort of mid-size, maybe. Field 99, for example, 170 grand, then we move up a little bit, up into the 200s, 259, and I think one of the bigger fields is field 76 at 581. Quite a lot of fields, a lot of grassland areas as well, and some forestry, 96, 95. We've got 18, and we've got that whole plot there on 26. I think field 58, yeah, that little plot there as well. If you want to do a little bit of forestry, 39 grand. So not too expensive at all. We're going to do a strange route round. I'm going to start off here, and we're going to go around and do all this stuff. Then we're going to grab the train, and we're going to go around and do this stuff using the train. That way we get to see a bit of the scenery, we get to use the train as well. All very nice indeed. I'm going to start off talking about slot count while we're here because it's relevant to what I'm going to show you in a moment. The slot count on New Farmer is 1,248, and you have the buildings, you have all the start machinery, which we'll talk about in just a moment. We've got a sleep trigger here. If I turn to about, I don't know, where was it, about there, I guess. If you come into a farm manager or start from scratch, that slot count comes down to 914, and you don't start with any of it. You don't start with any of the buildings, you don't start with any of the vehicles, and it will look like this. So that's what it'll look like. And talking of which, vehicles and machinery, what do we start with? We do start with a fair bit of stuff. Under small tractors, we've got a Case Maxim. We do have a John Deere. We've got the Deutz-Fahr Topliner. We're going to see it all as we go around. I know I often read all this out, and a few people message and said you don't need to read out what all the vehicle numbers and stuff are. You just look at them, you can see. We've got a pickup. Then we got the Rudolph trailer. We've got headers, ploughs, cultivators, power harrows, seeders, planters, sprayers, manure spreaders, slurry tanks, grass tending equipment, including forage wagon, front loader tools, header trailer, and some weights. This whole load of stuff, we'll see it as we go around. Sleep trigger is just here. That's a nice colour for the pickup, isn't it? Like that. Sleep trigger is just tucked away there. If we go across the yard a little bit, we've got a water point. As far as mods go, added in by the map maker, we have got this. And that is the water tap. And then there are some plants. Other than that, there are no vehicles and there are no other buildings or anything. If we go into build mode and we go along to container, right at the very end is where you'll find that, the water tap. That's been put on. And if we go up to landscaping and along to plants, all of these are all added in as mods. Then we move on to sort of regular stuff, bushes, those kind of things. Those are the only ones in there as far as mods go. We've got the NL 1622 2000 2 million litre standard crop type silo just there. We've got some barn and building space. There you go, there's our muck spreader. We've got a manure heap here next to the cow barn. The cow barn, does that have road? No, that's not with robot, is it? Was it around the other side? No, it's not with the robot bit is this side. Cow barn without robot, that holds 80 cows. Machine sheds over here with more of our equipment and machinery in. We've just talked about. So this is your grass work gear, all in here. Mowers, tedders, windrower and forage wagon. We've got a sheep pen over there. This does 25. This is the smaller of the sheep pens. Slurry spreader, just there. 2 silage clamps. More equipment, the John Deere and plough over there. As we come round, I already mentioned the manure heap. That's next to the cows. We've got a slurry extension just there. And then we've got the large barn with more equipment and machinery, including our tractor, harvester, our seeders, cultivator, sprayers just there. And then we've got a workshop trigger just tucked in there. That is the main farm. There's a little bit of space for silos and bits and bobs if you want to add other things in. As we go around the map, there are quite a few placeable points as well. If I just go back to the map here, I'm trying to find where they are. There's one there, there's a placeable point there. I think we've got another one up here. There's a large placeable point there, another one over there, and a big section down there. I think that one there as well. So there's plenty of room if you want to set up other farms or you want to set up other productions and things like that. You absolutely can. If we move from here, we're going to go out first, then come back again. Like I said, we're going to take some of it in with the train. But if we just turn left first of all, on our left we've got like a laundromat type thing at the bottom of the building there. That's your wardrobe trigger just there. And then we've got supermarket, sell point just here. Around the back of the building, here's your supermarket. We'll get to all the rest of that later on. We go back now, so we're now heading west. It was weird. I've done so many map tours on FS17, 19, now 22. Some map tours I do on 22 and they are conversions over, and I'll do them and think, I don't remember this at all. I don't remember that. This one I remember vividly. Various different bits and bobs on here that stand out. If we turn right first and go into here, MrSealyp was mocking me. I was practicing this. Mühlenkreis Getreide Einkauf. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's Mühlenkreis grain purchase, if I'm correct. Sell point just there. Around the back we have got a seed and fertiliser buy point. There are seed, fertiliser, lime and liquid fertiliser buy points dotted around the map. We'll see this. So these are buy points for seed and fertiliser. That's a sell point. Go back across the road. I think because of all the extension, the add-on and the train, all that kind of stuff on here, and obviously there's all the FS22 stuff. This is another one of those maps that, yes, it has been converted over. It feels very, very different. You know, apart from, like I say, I remembered it because there are some bits you think, oh yeah, that stood out for whatever reason. I think it does feel different enough, you know. That's the turn I want. Oh, and then I missed that. Oh, there's deer everywhere. Biogas plant. I'm not going to buy this one. This is the larger, is this 250 kilowatt? I think it's a 250 kilowatt. To buy this plot of land is over $1 million. We've got 2 large silage clamps, and this is the larger of 2 biogas plants we've got on the map. If we go to here, you'll see it there. If we click on that, 1,062,000 to buy that plot. Now, if it's anything to go by, the other one, which is a 99 kilowatt one, is a standard biogas plant. I think this will be the same. So whilst it may be the 250, actually there is a way I can find out which one it was. If we go down to things like sugar beet cut, 500, so 500 kilowatt. It'll be a standard 500 kilowatt. So all the various different recipes and monthly cycles will be exactly the same for whichever those are. So from the biogas plant number 1, we go up and over the canal with huge barges plying their trade along its route. But there's not one coming on at the moment. There might be a little while. Has one gone past just now? Oh, there you go. This one just gone under. Carrying on to the lovely countryside. We've got the sawmill to our left. There is a crane gantry. Unfortunately, it's not one you can access and use. But there is one there. It just adds to the emotion a little bit. But sawmill, that's a production chain. Or if you don't buy this production chain, it's a sell point. But sawmill is just here. The mill pond's not usable. The sawmill's here. But thought I would point that out. There are... Oh, I didn't say, did I? Contracts are available on this map. And there are collectibles. There are 12 collectibles. At least that's what it says in the on the screen. That normally gives us that bit of information. To our left, just over there, we've got a gas station. Actually, we'll go that way, I think. Down in the southwest corner of the map, there aren't any sell points or anything out that way. So down in that direction. This is the furthest. Actually, I didn't put the map back on there. There we go. So gas station just here. We spin around here. We've got is it a seed point coming up? I think it's a seed point. Just try and look down and do 4 things. Yep. Seed point just there, so for buying seed, it's just there. And then we've got a sell point, which is the confectionery factory. So the confectionery factory takes a lot of your sweet things. It will take milk, it will take milk, eggs, butter, sugar. You can always check in the prices menu, but that's a sell point just there. But around the side of here, I was going to show you one of the... Look away now if you don't want a spoiler on collectibles. There you go, they are cheeses. 10 grand, yeah, it says 11 more to collect, so there are 12 in total. Carrying on. So the lighting's very nice on here. Bright, open, colour palette's nice. I think with those extra flowers and stuff added in, adds a splash of colour, but not too much. It's not over the top, not overdone. Placeables point just to our left there. Like I said, I did point them out on the map, but we'll sort of see them as we go around anyway. I did have a look in case there were pastures. I think a lot of the grass fields are fenced in. I did buy this one just in case there was like a cow pasture. This one wasn't. That's not to say the others aren't. I don't think they are. I think they're just fenced in grass fields as far as I can tell. And then turn left here, which brings us up to, if it's a over there, we've got the dairy production chain. And this is also the harbour area for the big barges coming through. So, dairy off to the left there. Going through here. Got the sail point here, which is the harbour. That's there. Actually, that's something I was going to check. It is whether or not we are... where are we? Up here. Can we buy that plot? No, you can't. I would say it's a nice area there, and if you got it as a harbour sail point, I was wondering whether or not there's other bits you could buy there. If you could buy the land, other things you could place there. So, there's your sail point for the harbour. Back out past the dairy. Now that's something I didn't check as well. Moving into the centre. Just looking across there. Oh, it's a wooded area, that's alright. Got the raised area there with rocks, but I think it's just woodland. Right, back over the bridge. Well, not back over the bridge. Back over the river on the second bridge. I do like these. Oops. Wrong side of the road. So busy enjoying the scenery. Right, from here. Can't remember where was it? Just coming up on the left. Turn in here. So we'll whiz round here first. So round to our left, we've got the animal dealer sell point, which is there, and the animal dealer. This will take silage, hay, grass, straw, I think sugar beet cut as well, a few bits and bobs, which the animal dealer would likely need if they're going to be feeding animals, that kind of thing, and bedding. But anyway, and that's your animal dealer point, just there. As we swing around, we've got over in the corner a manure buy point. So just over there, we can buy manure. Come back out, placeables area directly ahead of us. Into the next section, we've got a lime buy point, just there. We've got a liquid fertilizer buy point, just there. And this is GW, so this is the GW sell point, tucked away in there. So lime, liquid fertilizer, and the GW sell point. And then we move over to the train. Now this had me a little bit stumped, this bit, it was a bit puzzling. We've got a car park here, which looks like a little hotel type thing, so we cut across the grass and we'll pull into one of the parking bays. We've got a rent train point. However, you rent the train, but then you can't get to the train. You've got all these fencing areas. As we go around the map, you'll see around the train line to protect people and stop people from wandering onto the track and stuff like that, I would imagine. But we can rent the train from here, 1,000 per hour. We are going to rent it. Not sure which way it's going to be coming from. It should be the normal way, I think. It's going to take a little while to get it. But as we come around here, it's all fenced. So we do have to actually go right to the end of it. It's weird having the rent train there and then not being able to get to the train. It's not even like there's a loading point here, but I guess it's just a different place to have it. Now this doesn't go off the map and go to a sell point. This is one of the ones, it does a loop around and you can use it to access different points on the map. There is a sell point to be used with the train, which we'll get to momentarily. I'm just going to wait for the train. Be a little while yet. I will see you when it arrives. As if by magic, here it is. I went far too far up the line. That's all right. Let's hop in, start it up. So we start off. Actually, you know what? I haven't shown you where we've been, have I? We started here at the main farm. We came out of here, past the sort of laundrette supermarket, and we came back along here, and we did the grain purchase point or sell point. They're purchasing, you're selling. Seed and manure point there, down to the biogas plant. We came back out there across the river, out to the sawmill, crossed over there, gas station, seed purchase point, and then onto the confectionery factory. We came up that road there, up there to the dairy and the harbour point, back over the river, and then took in the sell points up here and the purchase points, the animal dealer sell point, the manure buy point, the GW and liquid fertiliser and lime point, rent train, and we're now sitting here. So we're going to do a loop round and take in the sell points here. We start off going through a lot of woodland at the top, and because we have got a carriage on the back there for lumber, which in the next, 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, we'll have the new Volvo equipment and stuff. If you get the expansion pack, or you buy the game with the expansion included, there's all the new Volvo stuff, cranes and logging equipment and planters and tons of stuff. So logging will become more relevant if you like doing logging. If you don't like doing logging, give the new stuff a try. Why not? You might find something that you absolutely adore using. You never know. So, through the woodland. We're now heading south down the eastern side of the map. Come out of the woodland, and the countryside opens up to our side, and you can see the second of the biogas plants coming into view. Now that one's quite a bit cheaper. I think it's 80-something thousand, so I'm going to buy that plot, and what I'll do is jump across there because we've got fencing here and we've got a bit of a rock face as well. I would have to I would say scamper up. I'm not a scampering kind of guy, am I really? You've ever seen in my vlogs. Scamper is not something that describes me. So, just over to our right there. We'll go back to the map. So we're here, and this plot here is 82,640. If we buy that, you get the field next to it as well. Then go back. We have now got biogas plant, 99 kilowatt. And again, this is a standard biogas plant. It's a 99 kilowatt biogas plant. Everything here that you need. But you do have to buy the land first. Same as you do with the other one, but that's the 500 kilowatt and over $1 million to buy. Large silage clamp, storage space, and shed space too. So if you look at the map initially, until you can actually come out here, it may just look like another placeables point. That one there is a placeables point. I did go out there to double check in case there was a factory or something you needed to buy, but you don't. So, biogas plant, 99 kilowatt. Back to the train. I'm going to edge forward just a little bit because on our left-hand side, we've got carpentry. I do like the fact that all the stuff on here, the production chains have been kind of made custom. They've been added in. So we've got our carpentry and timber construction, I think that is. On the sign here, we've got carpentry, timber construction, flooring, roofing, and facade construction. I think that's right. I hope that's right, if my translation has been correct. So, carpentry, production chain. That's what the sign says. Obviously, if you do carpentry, you bring logs and it will do planks. But, you know, you can say it's for roofing. It could be for anything, facades and things. Right. Off we go again. It's very picturesque. Like I say, all this side of the map, this is all new. This is all new stuff, wasn't on the original. I will need to start slowing down in a moment, only because I find when I do these map tours and I use a train, I often overshoot sell points because I'm going way too fast when I arrive there. So, we are coming up on Railroad Silo South. So this is a transfer silo. Stop. There we go. So, on or off the train can be done in there. We've got a rent train point there. Now that says Corn Agri. We have got a sell point that says Corn Agri, but that's further over. I just assumed the two buildings are owned by the same company. So going into the silo can be done here. And then if you bought it from the train, put it into the silo, you can take it out from there. The pipe under there. So transfer silo. This works pretty much the same as most railroad silos in the crop types that it will take. It will do sugar beet, potatoes, wood chips, seed. It's not a multi-fruit, but it does, pretty much the standard crops and things that railroad silos take. Oh, actually, you know what? I probably should have just jumped out the train straight there. Because what we're going to do, this bit isn't on the train line exactly, but it's also now kind of out of reach to drive to. So I thought, you know what? We'll whiz over to this. I'll show you. You can see bottom left, but we'll whiz over and we'll have a look. It's on the map. Of course it's on the map. I'll show you where it is on the map. We've got the pizzeria just there. Sell point just around the back. We've got the bakery just here. We've got a gas station just there. Go around the side of the gas station. And in through here we've got this huge Corn Agri facility. So Corn Agri sell point is in here. Check on the prices if you want to see what things you can sell here at Corn Agri. We've got a lime station. Is it further around? Yep, lime station is just here. And then here is down as FSCF, which actually, when you look at the sign, it's Farming Simulator Cereal Factory, which is pretty cool. Now, this is a production chain. And I know all the production chains can be down as a sell point. And then once you've purchased it, then sometimes you might get a contract that asks you to bring it there. So there are some prices there for it, I think mostly for corn, but when you buy it, it's cereal factory. So, Farming Simulator Cereal Factory, just there. Very cool. What we'll do now is head back from here. Actually, we'll do, there's the back of the pizzeria. We'll go back to the map. So we came down from there, took in the railroad silo south. We just walked across there and we've taken all of these. We're now going to head round the bottom, back up the top and take those in. So I'll see you over there. I know what's over there. We'll go back to the train first. Just because, you know, you get, especially when the train, because I say it goes faster than the pickup. It doesn't go faster than the pickup, but you get taken a bit more scenery. Placeables area, just the left-hand side there. I do like the elevation changes on this map as well. As you go around with the train, various different bits where you get over or under places. So you've got fields that raise up and lower, and yeah, it adds a nice element to it. Kind of breaks up the landscape a little bit as well. Plenty of picturesque pondage too. When does it cease to be a pond and become a lake? What's the size? It's not something I've ever really thought about before. I suppose it must go puddle, pond, lake. Or is it all just called a body of water? I don't know. Right, I'm going to have to hop the fence here. So, hop the fence. No, hop the fence, please. There we go. Right. Placeables point just here. Gas station just over there. As we come into here, we've got a liquid fertilizer buy point just up there, the blue container with the disc just next to it. This is the GCHB grain elevator sell point. And then around here we've got, this was seed. I think we've got a lime station as well. There we go. So liquid fertilizer around the other side, seed here, lime station just there, and your GCHB grain elevator point just here, which this would be accessed by road, obviously, because I've had to come quite a way off the tracks. So this wouldn't be as easy to do by train. So we're pretty much going up the middle of the map now. So the next sell point we come to, whilst it looks like one of the railroad silos, this is actually a sell point. This is Agraria. So when I said earlier on about there's a sell point on the map you can sell by train, you absolutely can. So there's two sell points. There's the road one and there's the train one. There's Agraria train station, which we're coming into now, and then the other side of it we've got Agraria. So you can sell stuff here. That disc to the right-hand side, the little icon thing you can see there, that's not a rent train point, that's to sell wood. So you can actually load your lumber car up on this, bring it around to Agraria train station, and that is actually a sell wood point just there. If we cut through there, so that's Agraria train station, that's Agraria sell point just there. And then we've got a line point just here. So this can be accessed, like I say, by road or by train. We are now, we've come up there. We're at this point, so you can see the road network kind of comes in and out. And then we're heading up to this cluster of sell points and the vehicle store. I think when I don't think I've missed anything. I think that'll be it when we get up to there. So on the right hand side coming up, not that bit there, but this bit just here. This is kind of like a garden centre. I don't know if you can see, there you go, you see the blue icons just over there. We've got seed and fertiliser buy point, manure buy point just there, and then round behind those greenhouses we've got a liquid fertiliser buy point. Now again, I don't think you can buy that plot, because I thought you could put some greenhouses on that, that'd be quite cool. But no, you can't buy that plot. I suppose you could buy maybe, you can't buy those, maybe on the fields next to it if you want to do a kind of garden centre type thing. Maybe you could get away with that. So, just there, the disc down by the ground is your rent train, which is that one there. That is a lime station. So you can get your lime here or rent train. And then that one there is your GLW sell point, just tucked under there. So with the GW, this is the GLW. And then, actually we might as well let the train go, because I think we're done with it now. Turn rented train, off it goes. On its merry way. I think I'll let it go so I don't get clobbered on my way past. Up the side of the fencing here. So just in here, we've got the main vehicle store, vehicle workshop. So your vehicle shop is just here. We can go inside as well. Nice big building. Doors all open. Workshop trigger is just here. This is also the reset point on the map. So if you need to reset anything, it will reset here. It's not huge. I mean, looking around the map as well, look at the size of the fields. Again, you can use any machinery you like on any map. It's just whether or not you'll better get around. I guess you could use big machinery on here. Small and mid-sized, definitely. Large, you might find a little bit more of a struggle. But that is the map. I'm pretty sure we've come up here, gone past the garden centre bit. It's done that. Vehicle store. There's actually a walk up the road. There's a windmill there, which is kind of the point of the map, really, isn't it? Mühlenkreis, that's mill. Is it mill round? So it's the windmill. And then Midland. Yeah, we've taken all of those, did all those over there. There was nothing on that. That's a placeables point. We started here and did all of that. Yeah, we've been around all of it. Like I say, down this corner, there's no sell points. Oh, there'd be another windmill, but judging by the look of that. And the placeables point down there. There's no sell points down that corner. I think we did it all. So, Mill Landscape Midland by Dark Freak. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.